I don't understand. Hey, Derealist? Have we met at Flagship?
What kind of stupid question is that?
Is it stupid because we have met or because we haven't?
First, we meet at Flagship, then you act like I'm a stranger when I comment on your channel.
So, we have met.
Of course we've met. End of the road.
What to do? I thought I said not to talk to him. When did you get here? What's happening? Why does everyone think I'm you? I think you know why this is happening. No, it can't be. You have a haunt! That haunt was built in your name. But I don't understand. That means you unboxed Twitching Banshee. Actually, bud, you unboxed Twitching Banshee. You are not your prop collection. No, you are not your haunt. It can't be. You are not your fucking Fire Knight's lights. Come on. It's on the tip of your tongue. Just say it. We're the same person. Bullseye. Wait! Bullseye, like Spirit Halloween 2025! Dude, his box got leaked. I need to make a video on this. Hey, this is End of the Road, aka the Leak Gremlin. And we got 4 new leak pictures of props. Now I know a lot of you are probably gonna see that intro and think, hey, End of the Road, did you really have to put in that much effort for a video with only 4 pictures?
Of course.
And so, what do you say we go over them? So the first picture we have here is a higher quality look at Bullseye. And I will say, he looks better than he did in the pictures that came out yesterday. Like his target seems fairly detailed, although again, it is cardboard, which I still do have a problem with. Cause yeah, cardboard is a pretty cheap material and means you can't leave him outside or anything. So that sucks. His face does look better detailed. He kind of has less of the whole, quote unquote, like Happy Meal toy aesthetic, which is good. I'm still not very fond of him. He still looks pretty goofy, but I mean, he has potential. Once his demo comes out, he could be pretty cool. Now, it says on the side that his head spins 360, I believe, and says something opens. So, I've heard a theory that could mean he has servo eyes, or his eye patch flips up, which could be a fun effect to show he's missing an eye, but I don't know. It doesn't really seem that interesting. But, head spins 360, but honestly, I don't know if 300 is going to be worth it for this guy. I heard theories that his head would pop out. That doesn't seem to be the case. But honestly, I didn't really like that idea anyways, because it would be too much of a copy of the Jack-in-the-Box clown. So I don't know, but Bullseye looks a little bit better than before. Still not great. Next up, we have, finally, a high-quality look at Headcase Harry. And, we did talk about this same picture, just more low quality in the last video. But now we can see it in higher quality, so, we can make out more. I'm not quite sure what the general thoughts on this guy is from the community. I know 2 guys who really hate him from the looks of things. You know who you are. But honestly, he still looks pretty good in my opinion. The blood's pretty solid. Actually, the blood splatter does look pretty good. His face does look a little less demented than I was hoping for, but honestly, it is still cool looking. You gotta admit, it is still cool. He still has a cool concept for a clown. I still really hope he has the whole thing where, like, he's just an innocent guy who's being, like, manipulated to kill people by the evil face, which his stern expression on the regular head does kind of make me think that. So, that still could be really cool if that is the case. But even if he isn't, he still looks pretty unique. He also appears to have a knife, in his other hand, or just be holding something, but I'm pretty sure it's a knife. So honestly, that is pretty cool. I feel like this is probably has potential to be one of the scariest clowns we've gotten. Hell, maybe ever. So honestly, he's on my list for sure. He's pretty damn cool. It says he's above 6 feet tall. I hope he's 7, but it says 6, so Now on the side, we do get a look at his little box blurb. Please forgive me, but I can't make out too much of it. It says like body and arms move side to side, or head and, I don't know, something like that. His mouth moves and speaks from the, I don't know what it says, man. Eyes light up yellow. So if you have better eyesight than me, comment down below what this says. But yeah, I'm really excited to see this guy's demo because he does look pretty cool. I feel like he has potential to be really scary. And honestly, you know, SVI clowns get a bad rep a lot. But think about it, with stuff like Waving Wally and Heckled, just because he's an SVI clown doesn't mean that he's not going to have some uniqueness. So I'm still holding out hope for him. You know, my last shred's of hope for Headcase Harry, but if he is really cool, the chances of me getting him certainly aren't 0. Hell, even if he is 6 feet tall, you know, there's a good chance he could come home with me because he would fit in the circus tent with Silent and Deadly. So I think he'd look pretty cool next to him. So next, I've mentioned him a lot on the channel, but we have a pretty solid picture of Lantern Keeper. He's one I'm very on and off with. He does look pretty neat, to be honest. Like, I do really like his clothing. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of his face still. I don't know. We'd have to see it in really high quality. But it just seems like something from Party City or Home Depot, from like Pan Asian Creations. Speaking of them, apparently they do actually make him. But there are a lot of things I do like about him. His clothing looks good. He has nice classic Halloween-y vibes. And plus, if I do say so myself, his hands look pretty cool. Which, you know, is kind of a silly thing to be excited about a prop, but they look really long and spindly. And I don't know. He works well as a warped pumpkin creature. I like how he's holding the lantern, honestly. He seems to be doing something else with his other hand, so I'm curious to see what his animation will be. But Lantern Keeper definitely has potential. I think he's pretty neat. In this image, you can also see some graffiti on the train car, which is pretty fun. I do really enjoy the level of detail this theme has packed into it. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to see Madison Scare Park in person. Also, you kind of have to use your imagination for this, but behind him you can kind of see the shape of Electrified Corpse, which, you know, I feel like we've known for a while that he was going to be in the ISEs, but hey, now we have visual confirmation. And now, finally, the star of the leaks we've gotten is Monkey Business. We finally get a look at him. And I do quite like him. I don't know. I feel like he's going to be butting heads with Harry in terms of who the coolest prop of the season will be. Or not prop of the season. Coolest clown of the season. But yeah, he's pretty cool. Now, he does seem to be holding a present instead of a cage. But honestly, that's pretty original. So, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot he could do with his story for this guy. I feel like he would look really cool in a display for sure. The monkey face does look a little weird, but hey, it's a low quality picture, so, you know, you can't really judge that. But yeah, Monkey Business looks pretty cool. He's definitely one I would consider getting, because I do have Monty, and they could look cool next to each other. But yeah, I think he's pretty damn neat. Love his color scheme. I mean, it's just black and white, but I'm a sucker for black and white clowns, you know, Terrifier and all that. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty excited to see this guy's demo. Seems like he'll be a pretty fun jump scare. Also, this is random, but I like the label he has on the present. Don't know what that's gonna say, but it looks pretty cool. God damn it! It always happens where I'm done a video, and then something new gets leaked right as I'm done it, so I'm popping in here to add this in. We got a good picture of Monkey Business. And, you know, I already talked about him. I'm just gonna say, he looks really cool. He seems to have like a human clown aesthetic too, kind of vintage. I really like him. He's pretty cool. But yeah, just wanted to pop in there and add this. But folks, I hope you enjoyed your time with me today. That was the video. Like and subscribe if you're new. I'll be sure to see you in the next one. And remember, You are not your prop collection. You are not your haunt. You are not your fog machines. You are not your fucking fire and ice lights.